Alright guys, and welcome back to It Moves. Let's continue on having some more nightmares. God. Why are we here? Earthquake? Thunderstorm? Oh boy. Is that a door? Yes it is. Can we... What was that? Is a face popping up? I can't tell. Whoa. What is that supposed to be? I'm not liking the noises I'm hearing in my earphones. Guessing I can't go that way. So now we're just in like some kind of Hansel and Gretel nightmare house. Another earthquake. And we have a creature in this jar from Futurama. God, that's weird. Luckily none of them broke out and attacked us. Hope I don't disturb that appears to be a giant. Oh, fuck this place. I'm like being so careful. Oh god, what is that on the wall? Cats? Oh, they're all... Oh god. Ooh. Awesome. Fantastic. This is not good. I'm just gonna hide in the corner. What on earth? Okay. I know a lot of people out there have creepy doll what's it called? Phobias. I just point out, I actually was watching Harshly Critical's Silent Hill Origins playthrough, and these are the exact dolls from that puzzle he did early in the game in Silent Hill Origins. I just realized that. So, each of these, I mean, it's totally unrelated to this game probably, but each of these dolls represented a patient with a different, either mental disease or... Yeah, they're supposed to be like medical, hospital patients from like an asylum or whatever. Alright, this time their mouths are closed. Well, that's weird. I can't help but to bring that up because they're the exact ones. Just keep looking forward. Don't even look at them. Just ignore them. Hopefully they can't hurt you if you... Oh, God. The sounds are intensifying, but I don't see any difference in the level. Okay. Is anything going to be different? Still nothing. Something's gonna happen. They're building me up to something. That or I'm not doing something. Oh. Haha, okay. Yep, I knew it. This is where I die. Holy crap. Oh, my mom was checking on me. My greatest fears were realized in the winter. The days grew short, and the longer nights merely provided this wretch with more opportunities. It was a difficult time for my family. My grandmother, a wonderfully kind and gentle woman, had deteriorated greatly since the death of my grandfather. My mother was trying her best to keep her in the community as long as possible. However, dementia is a cruel and degenerative illness, robbing a person of their memories one day at a time. Soon she recognized none of us and became clear that she would need to be moved from her house to a nursing home. Before she could be moved, my grandmother had a particularly difficult few nights with my mother decided that she would stay with her. As much as I loved my grandmother, I felt nothing but anguish at her illness. To this day I feel guilty, for my first thoughts were not of her, but of what my nightly visitor may do should I become aware of my mother's absence. Ah, no, her presence being the one thing which was sure was protecting me from the full horror of this thing's reach. I rushed home from school that day and immediately wrenched the bed sheet and mattress from the lower bunk, removing all the slates and placing an old desk and chest of drawers and some chairs which had been kept in a cupboard where the bottom bunk used to be. I told my father that I was making an office, which he found adorable, but I would be damned if I give that thing a place to sleep for one more night. As darkness approached, I lay there knowing my brother was not in the house. I did not know what to do. My only impulse was to sneak into her jewelry box and take a small family crucifix which I had seen there before. All my family were not very religious. At that age I still believed in God and hoped that somehow this would protect me. Though my fear of anxiousness while gripping the crucifix under my pillow tightly in one hand, sleep eventually came as I drifted off to the dream. I hoped that I would awaken in the morning without incidents. Unfortunately, that night was the most terrifying of all. Didn't expect this chapter to have a name like that, Urban Explorer. That doesn't sound very horrifying. Save there. What is this supposed to be? It says wolf. I don't see a dog in that picture. Okay, that was a little not that responsible to do. You might aggravate whatever the hell is bothering you. That, or you just can't take it anymore. Alright, well, we appear to be in a school. The feeling that sometimes invaded our privacy, even without ill will, is still disturbing. This is supposed to be the worst night ever. God. I feel like exploring, but you are good. Curse me. I always want to explore things. You are good. Okay. Just in case there's something I need. Even if you don't know why they are here, you hold a great amount of fear for them. Also, if I explore these areas, I get like this little bit of text. And this one has a bathtub. Okay, I don't know if that triggered because I clicked that or not. Jeez. Why do I keep the volume up on these headphones? The sounds of screams are awful. Even worse, they are your own. The fuck? Awesome. Oh, I thought that was a vending machine. Oh. Damn. This place is just full of nightmares. It's a big filing cabinet. Yeah, you'd think there's nothing in there. Not right now. What if I... Okay. Now, if you interact with things twice, doesn't mean there's going to be something new. Alright, that room actually had nothing. And there's a bunch of butterflies on the wall. Oh, fuck this place, man. There's a piece of paper here. It reads knock knock. Boy. Okay, now that was a little silly. It actually kind of got me, but still. Oh no, I was just in here. Alright, let's go down here. God, there's a hole in the wall. These roots have grown, yeah. What the f... Yeah, if I interact with it, it freaks out a little bit. Let's leave them alone. I'm sure we can't really get anything out of that. It's locked. I can't go in there. There's a hole there. Okay, good. I'm actually glad there's not much to explore. I'm just going to confront this thing and tell it to leave me alone. All these plants. Busted old machines. Nothing in there. Oh, that's a ladder. I thought that was a chair. Like an old-fashioned wooden chair. You gotta give this kid props for going this far into darkness. God, this is not fun. So these screams are your own screams? That sucks. Hope I'm going the right way. I hope it's one of those things where it doesn't actually matter which way you go. And this game doesn't appear to be a kind of game where you die constantly, because it doesn't let you save all the time. This is just strictly a story game, meant to creep you out. So I'm advancing a lot easier than I would in any other RPG horror game, because there's really not much to worry about. But it's still very disturbing to look at and to read. Like in the last part, I felt very uncomfortable trying to give commentary over shit like this. Are you the one that's been bothering me? Leave me alone. Excuse me? Do you not see that they're super hyped that you just quit? Fuck. They're like so stoked that he did that. Why did he do that? You're awfully quiet nowadays. Is there something wrong, son? Nothing. Are you sure? Is there something wrong with your new room? You are lonely without your brother? No. Alright then. Just continue eating my oatmeal. Again, I can't help but to mention it every time. If you have something going on, you better talk about it to somebody. Even if you think your parents don't care, tell them they care. I woke gradually. The room was once again dark. As my eyes adjusted, I could gradually make out the window and the door and the walls, some toys on the shelf, and even to this day I shudder to think of it, and there was no noise. No rustling of the sheets, no movement at all. The room felt lifeless. Lifeless, yet not empty. The night visitor, that unwelcome, wheezing, hate-filled thing which had terrorized me night after night, was not in the bottom bunk. It was in my bed. I opened my mouth to scream, but nothing came out. Utter terror had shaken the very sound from my voice. I lay motionless, as if I could not scream. I did not want to let it know I was awake. I had not yet seen it. I could only feel it. It was obscured under my blanket. I could see its outline and I could feel its presence, but I dare not look. The weight of it pressed down on top of me, a sensation I will never forget. When I say that hours passed, I do not exaggerate. Oh no, laying there motionless in the darkness, I was every bit scared and frightened young boy. If it had been during the summer months, it would have been light by then. But the grass of winter was long and unrelenting, and I knew it would be hours before sunrise, a sunrise which I had yearned for. I was a timid child by nature, and I reached a breaking point, a moment where I could wait no more, where I could survive under its intimately deviant abomination no longer. Fear can sometimes wear you out. Make sure you threadbare a shell of nerves, leaving only the slightest trace of you behind. It had to get out of that bed. Then I remembered the crucifix. My hand still lay underneath the pillow, but it was empty. I slowly moved my wrist around to find it, minimizing as best as I could the sound of vibrations caused, and it could not be found. I had either knocked it off the top bunk, or it had, I could have not even bear to think of it, been taken from my hand. Without the crucifix, I lost any sense of hope. Even at such a young age, you can be acutely aware what death is and intensely frightened of it. I knew I was going to die in that bed, and if I lay there dormant, passive, doing nothing, I had to leave that room behind. But how? I should leap from the bed and hope that I make it to the door? What if it's faster than me? Or should I slowly slip out of that top bunk, hoping to not disturb an uncanny bedfellow? Realizing that it had not stirred when I moved, trying to find the crucifix, I began to have the strangest of thoughts. Jeez, how many chapters does the game have? Oh, look at that. Alright guys, I'm going to stop here, but I'm guessing that the next part will be the last part. So, anyway, hope you guys are having a great day, and I'll see you next time. Peace out.